world, and welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I'm your host Mecca, and in this episode we are talking about spirituality. The topic of this video is, what does it mean to be spiritual? I'm just going to jump right into the video. So, I get this question a lot. Mecca, what does it mean to be a spiritual person? How do I go on that spiritual journey? How do I know if I'm a spiritual person? How do I know if I'm doing the right things? Here we go. Well, I'm going to let you know something. I'm going to give you a little story first, because I love telling my little stories. Okay, I grew up in a very dysfunctional family, very dysfunctional background. My dad died when I was 13 or 14. My mom was on drugs for 25 years. My dad was a drug dealer. I got abused, I got raped, I got molested. My mama was getting beat. My mom was incarcerated. My dad was incarcerated. I was living with family. I was an exotic dancer for 7 years. I was like a mini alcoholic. Not a mini alcoholic. I was an alcoholic. I was a sex slave. I sold my body for money. Okay, like I could keep going. Apparently, you get the point. I was all over the place. I was just broken. Then I went on a journey. I was tired of living my life like that. I was tired. I started to search for answers because I knew it was something that was wrong. I didn't know exactly what was wrong, but I knew it was something that was wrong, and I was not supposed to be living my life in that way. So I went on a journey just to find answers, to make myself feel better. I wanted to stop drinking. I wanted to stop selling my body to men for money. I wanted to have purpose in life. I wanted to jump out of bed. I wanted to be happy to wake up. So I went on the journey, and what most people call a spiritual journey. The first time I started, I started picking up books around 20, 21. And I said to myself, let me just read some books. I went on the internet, how to stop drinking, how to concentrate, how to do all of this. I read a book, Success Through Stillness by Russell Simmons. Changed my life. It really was about meditation. I began meditating, and that opened the door for so many things for me. I started meditating. I'm into crystals. I do Reiki. I love yoga. I love gong baths. Just anything with healing of my soul. And what most people say, okay, Mecca, you're a spiritual person, or spiritual people. Now, here's the thing. Most people believe that spiritual people are these crazy people that are just outside of this world. This is true, and this is also not true at the same time. What a spiritual person is a person that is living deep within themselves. Spiritual people, okay, see more than what their five senses can see or touch, feel, see, taste, hear. It's more than the physical. Spiritual people see deeper than the physical. They see the feelings. Like, as a spiritual person, I can look at a person and I can feel how they're feeling without touching them. I can sense what you're going through without seeing you. I can just talk to you and hear your voice and know you're going through something. As a spiritual person, I can feel energy. I can feel when things are not right, even if somebody's saying that it is right. I can see a person that look mean on the outside with a frown, but their heart is smiling on the inside. I can see that people who are smiling on the outside when their heart is cold on the inside. But I see this with a different set of eyes. See, spiritual people are people that are deep, right? They have meaning. It's purpose. Okay, what it means to be a spiritual person is I look around at life, and I understand that I am not greater than earth or earthly things, that I am just one with it. I have respect for every being, respect for the trees, respect for the clouds, respect for other humans, for every living species. As a spiritual being, you understand that everything is connected. And as a spiritual being, you understand that you, as yourself, a personality, right? Mecca is my personality. I have to do things that's in alignment with my personality. And the more I do things that's in alignment with my personality, it makes my soul happy. Does that make sense? Are you following me here? So for example, Mecca, I love dancing. I love dancing. I love yoga. I love working out. I love, I don't like running, but I like jump roping, okay? That's a part of my personality. I love salads. I don't like figs, but I love Skittles. Okay, right. I love to go on long walks in the park. I love kayaking, but I don't like being under the water too long. The sharks might come and get me. But I used to do things that I didn't like. And when you do things that you don't like, you take the light away from you. You take things away from you. You're taking away from your personality. That means you're not feeding your soul. See, a spiritual person is somebody who is following their light, who is open with their heart to everything and everybody and every being. We all are energy. It's like a big energy wave and vibration. Spiritual people feel that. And they want to always maneuver towards energy that feels good. We don't see good and bad. It's feel good or it don't feel good. That's being spiritual. Being spiritual it's not acting out of fear. Being spiritual is acting out of love. Being spiritual is feeling, it's energy, it's deep. There are many ways you can find out, your spiritual ways. But the key, the main part to be a spiritual person is to do everything out of love, to think things deeply, to say, okay, and not judge, to say, wow, this person did this to me. My friend has sex with my boyfriend behind my back. But why? But to not say she's a bad person and he's a bad person, but to think deep about it. To say, look, I was the person that was throwing things up in her face. And he is broken and this is the way he needs to feel like a man. So he connected with her because they both were broken. And they just tried to give something to each other to make themselves feel better. But really, it just brought to their attention what they need to do for themselves. That's what spiritual people do. You think deep about things. You say, hold on, wait. Don't just look at what's happening here, right? Come and see what's happening behind it. Look at the root of it. That's being spiritual. But in looking at it with your heart, with love and an open mind. And most people say that. Most spiritual people don't have a religion because they don't have a set of beliefs that say this is this and this is right and this is that. Listen, it's just like life. It's whatever. You don't know. It's so unpredictable. Life is so unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get when you wake up. It might rain today. It might snow. It might rain hail. Who knows? It might be an earthquake. You don't know. That's how being spiritual is. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You really don't. But you accept, you love, and you embrace everything. When it rains, I'm like, okay, let me go out and get these curls wet today. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to, open up my windows, smell nice, put some Sade on, make some tea, and that's the day I accept, I embrace. I love the rain. Okay, it's snowing. We're going to ski today. We're going to build a snowman. You don't know. Spirituality is just facing everything with love and thinking deep about it and not a right or a wrong and not putting pressure on yourself, but calmness, speaking, going deep within and aligning. Everything comes in alignment with your personality. It's joyful. It's happy. It feels good. That's what being spiritual is. I hope this makes sense. Because if it don't, then I will have to do it over. I love you all. And I always say here at Mecca, Mecca, get your words right. Gosh. I always say here at Mecca of Mastery TV that we encourage you to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life. Remember that you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can. So you go out into this world, this 5 sensory world, and you embrace and kick action. And I love you. I'm sending all my love, my gratitude, my spirituality, my heart with open arms. And I'll see you next time in the next episode. Peace.